Good morning, students. Today our topic is plotting with Pyplot, and in this lecture we are going to discuss a program related to Matplotlib library, and it is a revision of all the programs related to Matplotlib. So first of all, some important term. What is data visualization? As you know that data visualization refers to the graphical or visual representation of information and data using visual elements like charts, graphs, maps, and so forth. And what is Matplotlib? It is a Python library that provides many interfaces and functionality of 2D graphics. And Matplotlib library is a pre-installed with Anaconda distribution, so we need not to install separately. And in short, you can call Matplotlib as a high-quality plotting library of Python. And what is Pyplot? It is a collection of methods with Matplotlib, or we can say that it is one of the interfaces of Matplotlib library. So if you want to use Matplotlib library and a method which relate to a Pyplot, just write matplotlib.pyplot and the name of that function. Just as if you want to draw a bar chart, for that there is a method bar, so you can write matplotlib.pyplot.bar method, bar method. Now types of charts. First of all, line chart. Line charts displays information as a series of data points called markers connected by straight line segments. So you can easily see on the screen, these are different points, and these are different points are connected with a straight line segments. So they make a line chart. So it is a most common chart in which different points are given, represent x coordinates and y coordinates, and these points are interrelated to each other and makes a line chart. You can easily see on the screen. These are the different points, such as if 2 points are given here, only then if 2 points are, then these points are interconnected to each other and makes a line segment. This is the third point, and then we connect, it is a line segment. Or different points are connected to each other to make a line segment. Next is bar chart. It represents a categorical data with rectangular bars with height or length proportional to the value they represent. And you can easily see on the screen that this is a bar chart related to favorite type of movies. Different categories of movies are given according to that. In x-axis we can see that action, comedy, romance, drama, sci-fi, these are the different categories. And y-axis represent number of people watched or like that type of movies. So these are represented by different types of bars, and we can easily say that how many number of people like particular type of movie using this bar chart. So that is the significance of that bar chart. Next is scatter chart. Scatter chart is almost like that of the line chart, but there is only one difference, and that difference is, then scatter chart there are only points that are scattered throughout the chart. So that's why it is called the scatter chart, and these points are not joined together. And there are two methods to represent a scatter chart, or they are using scattered method and using plot method. So when you draw a line, then draw a line chart using plot method. So there is a possibility to draw a scatter chart using plot method also. So this is scatter chart. So scatter chart or scatter plot is similar to the line chart, but it represents only data points, as you can see on the screen. Next, now let's talk about the program. First of all, line chart. So here we draw two different line chart at the same time. This is a line chart, and you can easily see that there are two line charts in a single program. So first of all, we have to make two pairs of x and y. So first of all, import the related library. So Matplotlib or Pyplot is compulsory, because without that we cannot able to plot a chart. So import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. As plt, basically plt is the alternative name given to matplotlib.pyplot library. So whenever you want to use matplotlib.pyplot as a library, just write plt in place of that, and after that put dot operator, and that after that we can declare any method according to the question's requirement. And then import numpy as np. So np is the alternative name given to the library numpy, because np is numpy. We use numpy as a library here because we want to calculate some numerical calculation regarding to that chart. So let us see. First line is x np.arrange. np is here, arrange is a function related to numpy library, so we have to use np or numpy. So we import numpy for that purpose. Now arrange is basically a method which basically gives you different values related to a particular range. And you can see here range start from 0 and goes up to 10, and always remember that last value is not included in that case. And after that 1 is written, it means there is an increment of 1. It means after that we get value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and up to 9. Next, y1 is equal to np.cosx. Cos is a function basically related to numpy library. Without that we are not able to find out the cosine of x. So y1 is equal to np.cosx. So whatever is the value of x, we get cos x related to that value. So we get 10 different values of y1 when apply cos x. Similarly, y2 is there, and this function is changed here. There is a sin x. So x, we have already value of x, and according to that we can easily calculate sin x, and that values are stored in a variable y2. So now we have value of x, y1 and y2. X is common to, so we have two pairs now, x and y1 and x and y2. Using these two pairs we can easily draw a we can easily draw a line chart here. So using to plot a line chart, there is a function named plot. So you can easily see here plt.plot is here, and after that we must pass x and y coordinates here, x and value of x axis and value of y axis related to that. Only after that we are able to draw a line chart. So x and y1 are there. X is a variable contain 0 to 9 numbers, and y1 is a variable which contain different values related to x when we calculate cos x. Color is green, so color of the line is green. Line style is solid, that is the parameter, and marker is equal to d for diamond. Marker size is 8, so we take size of the marker 8, and marker edge color is red, so edge of the marker is of red color. So these are the different parameters. If we don't declare them, then default values is considered in that case, but you must give x and y value. Without giving x and y value as a parameter, you are not able to draw a line chart. In second case, you can easily see that we here just plot a line chart between x and y2, and now we just make a change in terms of color, line style, because we want to differentiate both these two line segments. So here color we take red, line style is dashed, marker is plus, so plus type of marker is there, sign is plus, marker size is 7, and which is smaller than the previous one. Marker edge color is black, so edge of the marker color is black. And after that, if you want to make the name of the x-axis, then for that purpose there is a method named xLabel, and the title, and we here just pass a value I am x, so that is the name of the x-axis, and the name of the y-axis I am y by using ylabel method. Now we want to give the title of the web page, so for that purpose title method is used, and you can easily see that we just pass the value with labels as a string value with labels as a argument or parameter value, title method. So this is the title of our program, and at last plt.show will show the output on your screen. So after the execution of that programs, your output look like this. You can easily see that one line is of green color and another line is of red color. So these are the two lines basically which represent the curve related to sin x and cos x, and different points are there, so these different points are joined together. One more thing, here difference is 0.1, so there is the increment of value 0.1 is there, not 1. So you can easily see here when we just give the execute this program, so these are the small points which are connected via straight line segments, and after that we can easily get this curve, this type of line segments. Now I think you are able to understand the concept of the plot. So one more thing, one of the most important thing regarding to the line chart, there is a function named plot which is related to the matplot library and pyplot interface. Using this you are able to draw a line chart in matplotlib library. Now just talking about the bar chart. So bar chart look like this. You can easily see that these are the bars. Different bars represent different types of information here, and so information is represented using bars here. So there is a small program you can easily see on the screen to represent a bar chart. First of all, if you want to plot a bar chart, there is a function named bar, and again this method belongs to matplotlib library, and in matplotlib library there is an interface or collection of method pyplot, and bar belongs to that method, that interface pyplot. So if you want to draw a bar chart, so for that purpose there is a library named matplotlib. So we just write import matplotlib.pyplot, and if you want to give an alternative name, so just you can do it very easily. So as plt after as keyword, so plt is the alternative name given to matplotlib.pyplot. Here there is a list class 1 which contain 4 elements. Mark 1 there is another list contain again 4 elements. These are the values of y-axis and x-axis. And for if you want to draw just bar chart, then just type plt.bar, okay, plt.bar. But here you can easily see that BARH is in place of BAR. So if you want to draw a vertical bar chart, for that purpose you can use bar method. But if you want to draw horizontal bar chart, for that purpose BARH method is used. So that is the difference between BAR and BARH. BARH for horizontal here. So if you just write BAR, then it is a vertical bar chart, and if you just try to BARH, then it is a horizontal bar chart. And after that class 1 and marks 1, these are the different values related to x-axis and y-axis. And if you want to define a label, then you can do it very easily. And wait a minute. Then if you want to give different colors, then different colors are also here: red, green, yellow, blue. So all 4 colors are, these are the 4 different colors given to different bar here. And if you want to keep only one color, that is also possible. Just write a single color name, but here different 4 color names are given. So these are the different colors for different bar. And by default, if you don't give any color, then by default color is blue. Default color is blue in that case. And then label of x-axis, y-axis, and title, that is same as that of the in case of the bar here. So after the execution of that program, you can easily see that that is the output. And using legend function, you can easily see that you are able to show the output here, this type of output here. Label, that is a label, and it is possible because of legend function. So that is a horizontal bar chart, and if you just use BAR in place of BARH, then this is represented in vertical direction. This will be in vertical direction. That is the basic difference. Next, program to show bar chart. Here you can easily see that this is the bar chart here, and for that purpose, if you just execute this program, then that is the output. That is the output. Against this, you can easily see here. and this is the output. Now in this program you can see that all things are same as that of the previous one, where we use BARH method, but here we use just BR. So our chart is in vertical direction, and all things are same. I think no change at all, only the one change, and that change is related to function method, and that function used is BAR, not BARH. BR is basically used for horizontal bar chart, and BR is used for vertical bar chart. BR is used for vertical bar chart. So that is the difference between BAR and BARH. Now wait a minute. Okay, that is, now we have already discussed about the line chart and the bar charts. Also remember that for creating a line chart there is a method name plot, and to create a bar chart there is a method name bar, and if you want to draw horizontal bar chart there is a method name BARH. Always remember that. And there are some certain attributes which are not essential, and if you don't take them, just like that color, age color, then default value is there, always there. But if there is if certain parameters are already given in question, such as color, age color, marker style, marker size, so you should plot them in your in a chart. Next is scatter chart. To draw a scatter chart, there is a method named scatter. SCATTER, you can easily see on the screen. That is a scatter method, and we have to pass the value of x. We have to pass the value of x and y, of course, and all other parameters also same. Just as the like the color, marker, okay, size. These are the different parameters that we also passed in bar chart and the line chart. But first of all, what we have to do? First of all, we have to import matplotlib.pyplot as a library. So just write import matplotlib. After that, put dot operator sign, and then just after put give the name of interface that belong to that matplotlib library, which is a pyplot in this case, because we want to draw here a scatter chart. And if you want to give an alternative name, then just after as keyword you can give an alternative name. So PLT is the alternative name. So whenever you want to use matplotlib.pyplot library, we just use PLT in place of that. And second line, import numpy as NP. So NP is the alternative name into numpy library. And why we use numpy library here? Because we want to use two different methods related to numpy library. First one is arrange, and second is logarithm. You want logarithm to calculate logarithm. Second, first of all, x is equal to np.arrange 120 1.25. So there is a collection of different values starting from 1 and goes up to 20, and 20 is not included in that case. We can take a value up to 20, and there is an increment of 1.25. It means first value is 1, second value is 2.25. Now now to calculate value of y, we just take y is equal to np.log x. So we just take log of different values, what we find after that arrange method, and now we have the value of x, different value of x, and value of different values y related to that different values of x. So now we are able to draw a scatter chart. So just use plt.scattered and give the value of x and y, and then size, color, and marker. These all are given. If you don't pass this argument or parameter values in this method, then always remember that default values are considered in that case. And x level is equal to x, and y level is equal to y. Y level is equal to log x. So these are the name of the x-axis and y-axis. And after that, plt.show. So show functions basically show the output. So that is the output after the execution of that program. You can easily see on the screen. Different points are there, and these points are not connected to each other because this is a scatter chart. And as we know that in scatter chart, points are not connected to each other. Different points are there. So these are the different points. You can easily see that, and these points are represent the value of x and log x. So always remember that scattered function is used to draw a scatter chart. And as far as x level and y level and show are concerned, these are also used in case of um, line chart as well as in case of bar chart. This is another program related to scatter chart. You can easily see here different value of x and y are given here. X value of x and y's are given in the forms of a list. So 8 different values are given here related to x and y. So now if you want to plot a chart between scatter chart between x and y, so again we just use plt.scatter function. After that, give the value of x axis and y axis, x and y, and if you want to mention a label, then give the label parameter. So label parameter is scat, and color k basically belongs to the black color, and size is 25, and marker is O, and then rest all things are same. Use x label method to give the name of the x-axis, use y label method to give the name of the y-axis, and if you want to give the title of that chart, then use title method for that purpose, and title of this is interesting graph, check it out, and then show the output. Now after the execution of that program, this is our output using a scatter chart. So always remember that scatter chart is simply draw using scattered method, and it is also draw by using plot method. Always remember that, without line style attribute. If you don't use line style attribute, then scatter chart is there. So this is also a very important question. Next is histogram. So now we have already covered 3 different charts: line chart, bar chart, and scatter chart. So the most important thing regarding to that, Matplotlib is the name of the library. Pyplot is one of the interface related to the Matplotlib library, and it is essential to create a line chart, bar chart, or scatter chart. Second important thing, when we want to create a line chart, then there is a method named plot, and if you want to create a bar chart, there is a method named bar and barh. Barh is basically used to create a horizontal bar chart, and if you want to create a scatter chart, then there is a method named scattered. A scattered chart is also created by using plot method without using line style attribute. So if we don't use line style attribute, then we are able to draw a scatter chart using plot method. Now second point is histogram. So for histogram, there is a method named HIST, and the essential attribute without which histogram is to create a histogram is not possible. Histogram is not possible, and that is data. That is certain data. On behalf of that, we must draw a histogram. And second is bins. By bins or intervals. So if you just give certain intervals, only that certain bins will be appear. Otherwise, it takes automatically. And rest all are the default parameters, just as color and size, such as the color, age, color. These are all are the different parameters. So first of all, this is a small program here. You can easily see that on the screen. There certain data is given in here, and if you want to draw a bar chart, so for that purpose you just use plt.hist, and data is there, and 8 bins are there. So just write data comma 8, and after that plt.show to show the output. And after the execution of that program, you can easily see here, and this is the output after the execution of that program. And the default color what we see here is blue. Default color is blue, and we can able to change the blue color and also the width. If you want to change the width, it is also possible, or orientation. So there is another program in which bins are given here. but orientation is also given, and orientation is horizontal. Basically, if you want to draw a horizontal histogram, then there is a parameter named orientation. Give that value horizontal to that parameter, and using this you are able to draw horizontal histogram here. So orientation is equal to horizontal here, and then after the execution of that program, you can see that is the output. Okay, so always remember that is the output after the execution of that program. So if you just take orientation is equal to horizontal, then you are able to draw a horizontal histogram. And if you don't give number of bins, then according to that, chart will be drawn without with the default values. So data is there, so there is a small difference. The main point is, if you just want to draw a vertical histogram, for that purpose you give nothing as a orientation, because by default orientation is equal to vertical. But if you want to put if you want to draw horizontal histogram, then for that purpose just write orientation is equal to horizontal. Now if you want to change the color or the edge color, so for that purpose there is a parameter value color, and if you want to change the edge color, then there is a parameter edge color. Here Y represent yellow and G represent green. So these are the characters which are assigned for different colors. Y is assigned for yellow color and G is assigned for green color. And then you can easily draw a histogram of color Y and edge color green, of color yellow and green. Yellow is the color of the histogram and green is the color of the edge of histogram, and you can easily see that after the execution of that program, this is the output. So in this we are taking 10 bins, so you can easily count, these are the 10 bins here. Okay, and the color is yellow and edge color is, you can easily see that, green. So you can take another color as you wish. By default edge color is black, and by default color of the histogram is blue, so that is depends on you. And after that you can easily see here plt.show, which basically show the output. Now I think all the concept related to histogram is clear to you. First of all, we must pass a value of data inside the hist method. So hist method is used to create a histogram. First of all, we should pass our data as a parameter, and data contain different values related to histogram. You can pass bins, it is optional. Here bins is 10 given, so different 10 bins are here. You can also pass the color or the edge color. So using color and edge color attribute, you are able to give the color and edge color of an histogram. And at last you can easily see here plt.show, which show the output on the screen. So that is the output regarding to that program. Our last topic is box plot. Box plot is also known as a 5-point summary, because it gives us information regarding to the 5 different terms, and these are minimum range, maximum range, median. Okay, so these are the 3 important terms, and after that lower quartile and upper quartile. So these are the 5 different information that which we find out, which box plot gives to you. So box plot is basically represented in the forms of a box, but if you want to represent in another way, so there is a parameter anode tch notch. So if you just give the value of true, by default it is a false, so output look like this. So there is a small program, simple box plot, where notch is equal to true. So for that purpose, you can easily first line which you must write here is import matplotlib pyplot as plt. Array is given here, and after that within the box plot ARY array is given and notch is equal to true is given, which is an optional. By default there is a simple box, but where then just you pass notch is equal to true, so that output look like this, and after that plt dot show. So that is the output. Always remember that box plot is also called as 5-point summary, because this gives the information regarding to the median, minimum range, maximum range, lower quartile and the upper quartile. So it is called as a 5-point summary. So that is all about our today's lecture. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching this video.